I am Paul Holmes. I have been writing about, thinking about, and talking about public relations for nearly 35 years. I am the founder and CEO of the Holmes Report, which is a global publication covering the PR industry around the world. I think there are two ways of answering that question. The first is that the most important things companies can do to manage their reputation and their relationships are about behavior. People have so much information today that they understand how companies really act and what their policies and practices are like. And so the most important thing is to get your policies correct. That's the foundation of a good relationship. But I also think in terms of the technical aspects of communications, a strong online presence that is credible and authentic and speaks to people in a human voice is the most important thing. So I can speak to the world much better than I can speak to Mexico alone. But I think this is universal, that everybody wants to be associated with a company that has purpose and meaning. And that's true whether you are employees and you want to work for somewhere that gives you a purpose. If you're customers, you want to buy products that are about more than just filling a need. If you are a member of society, you want companies to make a positive contribution to society. And I think being able to articulate and prove that you have real purpose beyond just making a lot of money is the most important thing all over the world now. I think that people now are looking to companies for leadership on a lot of social issues. Around the world, I think there is a feeling that politicians are failing us. Trump, obviously. In the UK, Boris Johnson. In Brazil, Bolsonaro. In Hong Kong, right now, the tension with the Chinese government. And people are losing faith in institutions. And I think there is an opportunity for companies to take a leadership role on issues like the environment and climate change, on lesbian and gay issues, on immigration. I just think that people now want everybody to be part of the solution. So I think that historically, public relations agencies have spent 90% of their time talking and 10% of their time listening. And like a lot of people, they thought that that was communications. I think today, we all understand, I hope, that communications has to be the other way around, 90% listening, 10% talking. And so the first job of public relations people is to listen to what employees and shareholders and customers and communities and politicians and NGOs expect. Mm-hmm. So the first job of public relations is to be plugged into the culture and the society and bring that understanding back into the boardroom and the C-suite so that companies can make informed decisions. Understanding the expectations of the audience is the first step to building a great relationship. Yes, what we've seen, again, in the last 5 years is a great convergence. So we've seen advertising agencies doing PR and digital work. We've seen digital agencies trying to expand beyond one channel to encompass the rest of the world. And we've seen PR firms looking to develop new products and services. in paid and owned and shared media, as well as using the earned media that's always been the foundation of PR. I think that a great public relations campaign is defined by the message, not the medium. And so if you can use advertising to amplify a great public relations idea, that is perfectly legitimate. And PR firms who don't understand the power of paid media, I think will find themselves at a serious disadvantage. We all have to be integrated marketers today. We all have to be integrated communicators. And that means using every channel available. The heart of public relations is not earned media, it's credibility. And delivering a message that is credible and authentic. And if you can do that using paid media, then that's perfectly fine.
Okay.
I think events like this are tremendously important. The development and professionalization of our industry, even in developed markets, has a long way to go. In many ways, countries like Mexico are an advantage because here the business is still developing. In America, we have to unlearn a lot of the things that we've been doing wrong for the last 20 years. It's I think in some ways easier to catch up. And events like this are great for sharing knowledge, for sharing expertise. Now that we do the awards here, for showcasing great work, and hopefully people will see that work and be inspired to be more creative, more strategic, more effective in their own work. So we love events like this.